It's pretty much 2 parts. Astronomy, geometry, and then also the structure of the Moorish government as preserved in the masonry. Question. When you see this, what do you think of? What comes to mind? Just throw out. Whatever. Whatever comes to mind. Crucifixion. Crucifixion means cross. We're still saying cross. Still saying cross. We're saying that's the Latin cru. Vox cru. Red cross. Right? So cru, cross. Fix means make or do. So a stationary cross. That's what we're saying.
Clan. Red cross.
What's that?
Clan.
Clan? All right, clan. Throw it out. You ain't gotta raise your hand. Don't raise your hand to say it.
Church cross.
Double cross. Church.
Mundane cross.
Mundane cross. Throw it out.
Subjugation.
Subjugation. Come on.
Burden. Burden.
Symbols.
Symbol. Salvation. All right, that's it. I heard burden, salvation,
Tool.
subjugation, Christianity, church, symbol, right? Images are very powerful. You see this on buildings all over the world. See this on buildings all over the world. See it around people's necks. People on bracelets, on t-shirts, on top of churches, inside churches, on Bibles. Very most recognized worldwide. One of the most recognized worldwide. One of the most powerful. Right? Back in January of this year, I gave a lesson on the astronomical and geometrical meaning of the cross. Went into the man on the cross and what that means, astronomically. I went through that exercise because I want to break that mental subjugation. I want to break that. The Europeans had a habit of taking our stuff, twisting it out of its original ancient meaning and function, and applying a distorted meaning to it, and playing us with modern connotations. So when we see our ancient devices, ancient measurement devices, we apply the meaning that the Europeans told us. Therefore, they maintain the power and maintain the symbols. In fact, this is not a symbol. It's a picture, yes, but it's not a symbol. That's a measurement tool. Anyone have a ruler? You have a ruler? You have a ruler? Stop running. What is used for? What would you use it for? Measure. But it's a not only as a symbol, but you use it. You can use this. It's a tool that you use to do what? Measure. You don't worship it, do you? You don't do that to it, right? You don't wear it around your neck, right? You don't put it on your wall, right? You don't do that to it, right? Why not? Why don't you bow down to it? Why don't you worship it? Why don't you kiss it? Why don't you pray to it? Why not?
Because it's simply seen as a tool to use.
Come on, brother. I need to hear you.
It's just simply.
I need to come up here. Because you're being found out. You're not. I can't hear you.
It's just simply seen as a tool to use for various uses, not as something that the worship just utilize.
I get at what you just said about this. So is this. But why isn't this viewed as a tool to use to measure?
Framework.
Connotation.
So 100 years from now, the knowledge of what this was used for today is lost. It's buried. Now people come along and they start religions. And as their symbol is the ruler. And they got their parishioners worshiping the ruler. They put the ruler on buildings. They put the ruler on t-shirts. They put the ruler, all right, around the neck. And people obeying the ruler. Oh man, the ruler religion. All right? They did that with this. And your knowledge of 10,000 years ago is in your cellular memory. I want to help stimulate the cellular memory of 10,000 years ago of this.
All right.
They buried 10,000 years of knowledge and got you worshiping this, bowing down to it, and thinking that it belongs to them. They even use it and burn it on in front of your lawn back in the 60s, 50s and 60s. The natural official of a symbol of torture. One of the workers, insurance guy, came to the job. He was in the teacher's lounge. He said, "You got this symbol of torture on your neck." I said, "It's not a symbol of torture, but the Roman." You ain't got to say anything. I don't want to hear it. Stop. So once you say the Roman, and then his reference point was Roman. Roman. and how they use it. See, that's the whole point. So what happens is, we're given modern distorted meanings. We don't go past Rome. Now let's look at this. Knights Templar. Who knows what the Knights Templar? You know what device do they use? Yeah. Knights Templar. Right here. They use that in churches with the crown around it. Yeah, but now let me explain to you what this means. Son, yes, Sister Shell needs your help. You're an artist. So you do something for me on the board. Right. We got the titles, right? I need to draw this the way it is. Tilt. The tilt is sound. In the ground. No, just the tilt. No, don't forget the box and all that. Yeah, in the ground. All right. Yeah, chalk art, yeah. No, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. And they use it and tilt it a little bit more. They have it tilted. Some have it tilted more. They'll put tilted at a 23.5 degree angle. Now the tilt at a 23.5 degree angle represents the precession of the equinoxes. They have astronomy right in your face. Every day in your face. They've coded the astronomy and geometry in your face. But because they plagued us and indoctrinated us to believe that they're symbols and not instruments and tools and devices for star charting, they plagued us thinking that they're symbols of worship. So we don't see the astronomy and geometry encoded in what they wear and what they have in the lodges. So one thing is they have you see the astronomy and geometry that tilt at a 23.5 degree angle. All right, the Earth is tilted at a 23.5 takes on its axis. All right. So that's what that represents there. You give the people the astronomy and geometry. Take it out, moving from it being from symbol. Well, this is what the Europeans did. This is what the Europeans did. From astronomical to symbol. That's what they do. The connotative meanings. What am I doing now? What I'm doing on my website. It's going to reverse the polarity. Going to reverse the polarity. And this is why one of my co-workers, Europeans, said that they're going to get it. Because when he recognized how clear I am on this, he said, Mr. Bey, they're going to get you. He said, this is why he said, because I'm clear. And I said to him, oh, I'm in the church, I'm home. That's more like Canaanite African culture. So they don't really know how to take me because I don't come with that hate, black, white, that game. In fact, I don't even let Europeans play that black and white game around me. A lot of times they kind of, oh yeah, that's right, that's not white. Yeah, that's right, yeah, but you say this is what we are? Yeah, I don't, that black and white, no. If you're not gonna play that black and white game. Alright? So, understanding what this represents will empower. You know, we're talking about empowerment. I've been able to connect with a lot of brothers in the lodge. The website will be active Monday night or Tuesday. Alright? moresimilar.com.net. moresimilar.net. I'll write you on the board later. Alright? This is the hieroglyph and ancient totematic Egyptian frieze. Alright? The cross right here. Put down the camera. We'll pass that down. You see the cross. It'll show you the ancient reference to the cross. That is not modern. That Europeans did not come. This is the way this is right now. The Europeans did not, this is not theirs. I was talking to one of my etymology students 4 years ago. And on the way here, she said to me, talking, she wants me to do some lecturing and some teaching, set up a curriculum for the youth area in Philadelphia. And she said that if she doesn't want if European children be taught, I said, stop that. Question: what is European thought? If you're talking Greek mythology, that's not European thought. George G. M. James said in Stolen Legacy, the term Greek philosophy is a misnomer. Greek philosophy is stolen Egyptian philosophy. So if you were teaching Greek philosophy in your textbook, read Greek philosophy. I'll take that textbook, start with that textbook, and show them where they got the stories from. Same stories. It's astronomy, y'all. It's all astronomy. It's not, that's not European thought. They transliterated names. It's not European thought. So this approach, is empowering. Because a lot of times we dismiss things European. That ain't European. That's not European. Like your children write every day. Where they got that? Get it from? How hard is it? How hard is it to what? Twist and turn this and form this. It already exists. Did they make this up?
No. They just reversed the lyric like
So, my approach is to take that which you already have, that what our people already have, and show them the origin of it, not dismiss it. That we mean that the culture is around us every day. We are immersed today. The problem is that we don't know the truth of it. We don't know that it's our culture. We think it belongs to the Europeans. And this is what the Europeans did. What they did was put their name on it and apply the distorted, twisted meaning to it. So now your focus is that it belongs to them.
That cross represents the T.
The tall.
Tall.
And it's an instrument. It's
right. Tall actually corresponds to the planet Saturn.
All right. But what I'm saying to you, the tall is a tool. It's the measurement tool. All right, let's talk. It's a measurement tool. Sister Ramira was so kind last month to make copies for y'all. Most of you have this. Most of you have these. Most of you have these. Let me copy this. All right. This is the working Celtic cross. Cross staff and plumb line in the Great Pyramid, using how this is used to chart stars, to measure distance of stars. And you need that knowledge, right, to make calendars, to navigate, to survey land. All right? So here I am. I'm a surveyor, and I have my instrument on a tripod, and I need 2 points. Got 1 point, 2 points. So I'm measuring. So I do my measurement, and then I move the tripod over, right? And the 3rd point, and I draw my triangle. You can use that to do that. You can use this to do that. In fact, one of my co-workers, math teacher, he saw the, I was in the library, he said, "Oh man, that's math, man." He said, "Wow." And I was telling him I like involved, masonry, and he actually gave me a lesson on trigonometry. I said, "Well, you even know trigonometry, you want to try to explain this." All right, so he gave me a 30-minute lesson on trigonometry. And he recognized immediately what this is. He's a math teacher. So trigonometry, calculus,
Cosine.
Yeah, cosine, tan.
Sine, cosine.
Yeah, sine, absolutely. So, what's it? Yeah, you can make more copies? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There's another one, there's a 5th one. Did I pass something? Yeah, the one with the, I'll give it to her. Yeah. Oh, there's 5. There's 5. We're going to reclaim our stuff, y'all.
You know, when I see that A symbol that you wrote there, I also see the so-called Star of David as well.
Well,
And the 5-point star.
this here also refers to agriculture. Agriculture, and astronomy, and geometry. All right? That's algebra. All right, so we have this. All right? Boom. Agriculture, we need wool, hot cloud. All right? It has fundamental agriculture use. I'm not trying to make this complicated, y'all. It really isn't. It's not deep, y'all. It really isn't. What they did was they twisted out this everyday agriculture that you're worshiping as a symbol. And remember, we lived in agricultural societies, not for your survival. If you don't plant, you don't have just for your survival. We were more in tune with the stars for our survival, not for pleasure. It wasn't for pleasure, it was survival. Everyday survival. So these tools to chart, to measure the stars, to plot the stars, the constellations. This here, the tall, and this. You call that the eye. To use the tall once again, all right? Now, you measure the constellations, because the measurement of the constellation will give you the measurement of the earth. So these things were already charted. This so-called Gregorian calendar. I didn't say Gregorian calendar. So-called Gregorian calendar. Augustus in 30 BC took existing measurements, existing systems of calculations, and what they did was change certain dates or monitor to keep up with the changing, all right, of the cycles. But they were already charting calculation tables done. did not establish a calendar. That's false. They took it. Where does number come from, y'all? Where that number come from? The cycle series. The cycle series is this number. Told them. That's where they got that number from. Unbeknownst to you. This here is key. 4th of July celebration, January 20th, January 1st. January 1st series is at the highest point in the sky, the midheaven. January 1st, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Sirius is at the highest point in the sky, and you can see it most points in the world. At 12 midnight. At 12 noon, July 21st, that's what they call the Hippo rising of Sirius, where the sun and Sirius rise at the same time. So, the Christmas tree and the star in that Christmas tree is that arc of elevation. It's all astronomy. So what they did was took that which is based in astronomy and geometry and mystified it. We got you now worshiping. So now people see a calendar, you know, and look at these agricultural and astronomical phenomenon as religious, quote-unquote, religious holidays. We don't even look at a calendar as far as agriculture is concerned. Well, I gotta see when so-and-so's birthday is, when their wedding is, you know, we're not even looking because we're not in the agricultural society. We don't know the culture, we don't know what this really represents. So we're not thinking along agriculture, a star chart, timekeeping, when you look at a calendar. Other than that, there's no use for a calendar. There's no need for the calendar, because that was the whole purpose of the calendar. For agriculture, knowing when to harvest, knowing when to plant, knowing when certain seeds will arise. That's the whole purpose. So we got to go back 10,000 years. Joali said, go back to that state of mind of our ancient forefathers and foremothers. Not this modern state of mind, connotation, distortion. All right? Yes, brother. I reckon I just wanted to
that July 4th also corresponds to the vernal equinox in the southern hemisphere.
Yes. Yes, 6 months later. 6 months later. So, question.
So, yeah, maybe any comments. So, getting those, it seems like Europeans did take things that were already in existence and then reverse polarity. So, where's those once empowered, now disempowered?
It's disempowered. It's disempowered because you don't know it's disconnected. You're disconnected from it because you don't know its true function, its true reason, why it was designed in the first place. We look at it as a symbol, our people in general, look at it as a symbol of worshiping. It's not a symbol of worshiping. Look, we look at it belongs to the European. In fact, our brothers think that, and these sisters and Elijahs think masonry belongs to the Europeans.
Right.
Because the Europeans got those books. They're from England, 1844, this started in 17 so-and-so, Knights Templar, so they're looking at this belongs to the Europeans. They're not looking at this from a birthright perspective. They're looking at it from a life perspective.